watching the brat. ChesaTheBrat, yeah. Get a subscriber tab. ChesaTheBrat.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, I'll give you a second to subscribe, but hurry up because we got tea and we got Sprite and we got pasta, bread, all of that. We got Carrabba's. I'm not doing a mukbang. Like, I don't plan to eat this whole story time. I plan to scarf this down. Probably eat the first 10 minutes of this story and then be done with it. I've been procrastinating the fuck out of this story time. Oh, by the way, let me know if y'all like the light off. I have a story time with the light off and a lot of people liked the vibe. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I like the light on better, but with this lens I have on the camera with the light on, there's like this ugly glare and I hate it. Like I said, I was gonna leave this situation in high school, leave it where it was at in 2019, 18, 17. This girl tried to be funny with me like 2019, 2020, when I was already out of high school, when the situation was already dead in the water. And I'm gonna bring up that situation in this video, but I want to give y'all the rundown of how we became friends and all that stuff. Because y'all, this is my biggest op. Like, I don't got beef with nobody no more. I don't speak to nobody no more that I used to have beef with. I'm not talking about this situation to bring up any drama or anything like that. 9 times out of 10 though, if this brings up drama, then that's weird. Because why are you watching my video? If drama comes out of this video, her first problem was watching this video. And I don't know nobody who's cool with her now. If somebody says something to me about this video, that'll just tell me a whole lot about you. Because I don't watch nobody that I don't like. And that's number one. Y'all know I gotta give her a name. I'm gonna give her the name Koala. Y'all are gonna get why her name is Koala Bear. Her name is really that for 2 reasons. But it's gonna make sense. This is my food, by the way. Let me show y'all. I'm sorry, but this looks so good. And I hope my makeup doesn't look all washed out and like a ghost with this light off, but it's just gonna have to do. We're gonna name the boy, we should name him Biz, because he ain't had no goddamn business messing with no little girls anyways, because he was a senior. So, but we gonna get into all that. I think I want to name him Biz though. We're gonna name him Biz. So me and this girl Koala, we went to school together since middle school. I'm telling you, I met this girl literally in 6th grade. She looked so nice. She had a big smile on her face. Y'all, she had some nice teeth. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I can say about her, she got some nice chompers. Like, her teeth look like veneers, low key. She looked very approachable. She looked very nice. She looked like she was fun. And, you know, I wanted to be cool with her or whatever. I don't remember if my middle school was really clicked up like my high school was. But it was like, kind of like that. But not as extreme as it was in my high school. Because, y'all, people acted like my high school was freaking High School Musical. 99% of the girls that didn't like me in high school didn't like me over a dude. And 9 times out of 10, the dude wanted me and I didn't even want the dude. Girls would think that you want their man. Or girls will know you don't want their man and just be mad that their man wants you. And a lot of girls didn't like me. And a lot of girls were monkey see, monkey do. So if their friend didn't like me, they didn't like me. And I realized that about high school. A lot of girls didn't have their own backbone or their own personality. Because me, obviously, if you were my best friend in high school and a girl did you really dirty or a girl did some really fake stuff, or like, you know, there's a genuine reason why my friend doesn't like somebody, then yeah, I wouldn't mess with them. Like, I wouldn't like them. But I like to give people a chance, and I know how girls can be catty and not like you for no reason. So if I had a friend who just didn't like a girl just because they didn't like their personality, or they just don't like them, but they have no genuine reason behind it or no real beef, that is not my problem. Like, if I like shorty and you don't like shorty, but you don't like shorty just because she's just not your cup of tea, but she didn't do nothing to you, then I can be her friend if I want to. I'm my own person, you know what I'm saying? This girl had a bestie. We're gonna name her Tiara. Tiara didn't know if she liked me or not. I actually seen her not too long ago working at a restaurant, and she was my server, and she said some backhanded ass to me, y'all. I know this story time's gonna be all over the place because this is so old, but I have so much tea about all these people, bro. But yeah, she had seen me and had said some slick stuff like, oh, you gained weight. This was before I lost all the weight. But Tiara played like she liked me for a while, and then she ended up not liking me. And whenever that happened, I feel like this is what really started the stuff with Koala. We didn't talk again all the way until 9th grade. I'm gonna come back when I'm done eating because this is too good for me to keep pausing. So let me collect myself, okay? So boom, fast forward to 9th grade. I don't recall how we became friends again. From like when we stopped being friends in middle school. I don't really remember how that happened. It had to be our first period math class. We had this teacher. He was real like I did not like him. But anyways, so yeah, boom. I was in there with her. I was also in there with my ex-best friend. We was in a little trio with my current boy best friend, Marky. I'm gonna name her. I don't need to name her anything because she's not important to this story, honestly. But yeah, so it was her and like 3 other girls, and we all sat, and like the desks were like this, back to back to back to back. And right here would be like the little projector where we would watch the morning announcements. So yeah, the boy Biz, he was the son of our assistant principal. Mind you guys, I literally still talk to the assistant principal to this day. She happened to be my assistant principal because the way it was in my school, there was a principal, and then there were 3 administrators, and they were assigned to you based off of your last name, kind of like how they did us with our counselors. I'm gonna call her Dr. Mom because she was literally like my school mom. So, and the reason I'm saying doctor is because her name was Dr. something, like that's what we called her, Dr. something. So I'm gonna say her name was Dr. Mom. Boom. Y'all, and I just saw her at Bath and Body Works the other day. We was just talking about this situation because she knew about it the whole time, y'all. We would be talking shit. I don't mean like, can I get a peer mediation with this girl because I'm scared of her? No, we would be talking shit about her, literally. Like, Dr. Mom, she was a messy girl. I love her, but she was a messy girl. Like, we used to be gossiping like she was one of the students. I'm not even gonna lie. Biz happened to be on the morning announcements. I don't know if he was forced to because his mom was the assistant principal, or if he wanted to do it. I don't know. But he was a senior when we were freshmen. So he ended up being on the screen every morning. And y'all, literally, when he came up on that screen, first day of school, we was all like, ooh, who is that? Like, he is cute. I did not know who he was at the time because I didn't even know Dr. Mom at the time. And I didn't find out that that was her son until me and Dr. Mom got close, because one day he like just came into the office when me and her were talking, and I was like, excuse you? And she was like, oh, this is my son. And I was like, oh, is it? And that just made everything even more messy, y'all, because me and her were close. So let's get back to the situation. Okay, I don't want to get too unorganized with this situation because, y'all, it's a lot. And this isn't even the reason we ended up about to fight. This is just the first situation that really got us to have beef with each other for real, for real. And then she took it too far, and I wanted to throw hands at that point. So that's what it was. And y'all, it's just funny because our beef literally started in 9th grade, but I didn't pull up on her until 11th grade. So we're gonna get all the way to that beef. It's not gonna take that long though, because literally she beefed with me over imaginary issues. We all saw Biz on the screen, and literally she was acting like she wasn't stunting him. Like, I was talking about how cute he was. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I was crushing on the dude. And the other girls in the class were also talking about how he was cute. All of them was talking about how he was cute. And I was like, y'all, I think I'm gonna shoot my shot. Like, I'm gonna find him and I'm going to shoot my shot. First of all, girl, slow your fucking horses. Like, slow your motherfucking roll. Hold your motherfucking horses. Chill. Why are you trying to get with a senior boy and you're in 9th grade? You ain't even learned the Pythagorean theorem. You didn't learn all of that yet. Like, please. What is a squared plus b squared equals c squared? Do you know? Like, damn. But I'm not gonna judge my younger self because, shoot, I'm all for going for what you want, baby. So that's what I was trying to do. So I let them know, like, I was like, it wasn't like I was calling dibs necessarily, but I was just telling them, like, I'm dead gonna, like, shoot my shot. Like, I might miss, I might score, but I'm gonna shoot the shot. The other girls were like, girl, do it. Like, girl, you're in 9th grade, but you know, he might still, you know, he might go for it or whatever. And Koala, she was just sitting there, like, she wasn't really saying nothing. Like, she was just like, okay, like, shoot your shot. Or, like, I can't really quote her and say that she said that I should, but she didn't say that I shouldn't, and she didn't say that she was going to. So that was that. So the next day rolls by, we're watching him on the announcement again, and I'm like, y'all, I'm just mustering up the courage. I'm mustering up the courage because I'm going to say something to this boy. Like, I want this boy. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. Like, I don't want to just watch him telling us about the school news. I don't want to just hear him talking about the school news. I want him to talk to me. So I was like, y'all, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna do it yet. It's the second day of school. I ain't even gonna do, I ain't gonna do too much. Like, You know what I'm saying? I need to make sure I know my locker combination and all that before I get to trying to, you know, mess with this boy or whatever. So literally for like that whole first week of school, every day he's on the announcements. My thirsty ass is just talking about him. Like, he's so cute. He's so cute. And me and some of the girls are like, they're helping me figure out what I should say and all of that. Like, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know what I'm gonna say. So I don't know when it was. It might have been the second week of school, because this girl did not waste no time, y'all. When I tell you this, she did not waste no time. She did not. Y'all, why Biz pop up on the screen and I go, y'all, it's my boyfriend on the screen, or I said something like, oh y'all, there go my boyfriend. Why she turn around and say, girl, that's my man? I looked at her and I thought she was playing, y'all, because again, I've been talking about this boy every single day. I've been talking about this man as if we was already engaged or something. Like, I've already been talking about this dude, and she hasn't said nothing. She hasn't said a peep about how she thought she was cute or interested or any of that stuff. Oh, no, she didn't say that. She said, I said, there go my boyfriend, and she was like, girl, no, it's not. And I was like, girl, yes, it is. And I'm thinking that we have some playful banter, you know, some friendly joking going on between us, and it's not a joke, bitch. She was not joking about anything. She said something like that. She said something like, girl, that's my man. And I was like, no, it's not. And she was like, yes, it is. And she got mad. She was like, yes, it is. And I was like, huh? What are you talking about? She was just like, oh, I had said something to him and he thought I was cute or whatever, and I got his Instagram and woo. So I'm just like, me and the girls, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, a lot of them girls I don't talk to anymore. Some of them girls were weirdos too. But even me and the weirdo gang is looking like, huh? What did she say? What did this girl just say? I've been talking about me shooting my shot every single day and telling you how I genuinely have a crush on this dude every single day. You haven't said a word about how you want to talk to him, and now you're saying you said something to him and he thinks you're cute too. Oh, baby, no, baby. The funniest part about it though, you guys, I wasn't even gonna hold her about it. I wasn't even gonna beef with her about that. I wasn't gonna drag it, none of that, because one thing about me, it's so many fish in the sea. Like, it's so many fish in the sea. Of course I was geeked over him or whatever. He was cute or whatever, but girl, I probably haven't even seen all of the seniors yet. I haven't even seen all the juniors yet. I haven't seen all my options yet. All I'm watching is the damn morning announcements. It's not that serious. It is really not. And I know a lot of y'all thought like, oh, Chesa, she got to him first. Like, you really, this is what started it. No. I still am not the one who was beefing about that. I was not about to start no beef with her about that. I swear, y'all, I promise you I was not. So, boom. Next day rolls by. I stopped talking about how he's cute. Like, I just wasn't finna. What do I look like? What do I look like? I was thirsty at first, but once there's another girl, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be competing with you. I'm not about to be, may the best woman win, let the best woman win, whatever it is. It's not about to be that between me and you. Whenever there's a dude and he's picking between me and another girl, pick the other girl. I mean, he didn't know about me yet, so I don't know if he would have picked me or her. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be no hater. He might have still picked her. I don't know. It was just weird to me how she did that, because one thing about me is if my friend is talking about how she likes a boy, regardless of if we know him or not, or they are already talking or whatever, I'm not gonna try to go for a dude that my friend has interest in. I probably wouldn't even go for a dude that my friend has a big old crush on. Like, even if my friend had no intentions on actually like shooting their shot, which I did very much so, and I did say that, I still wouldn't go for, like, that's just weird to me. Like, that's just weird to me, for sure. Especially considering she was the only bitch out of all of us that wasn't talking about how he was cute when we first even saw him come up on the damn TV screen. I kept talking to her in the morning as like the days rolled by, and she would talk to me less and less. Like, she would talk to me like dry. I would have to like really initiate conversation with her. Mind you, we was cool as f. Like, we were talking in class. Like, I know that it was like, it must have been maybe the third week of school when she hit him up, because like before that we was really talking in class. Me and her was talking, we was texting, all that stuff. Like, we was cool, and she really stopped talking to me for a while, and I didn't know like why she stopped talking to me. So all of a sudden she started talking to me again, which I know the theory now why she started talking to me again, and I'm gonna get to that. But all of a sudden she starts talking to me more. She's wanting to hang out with me now. Mind you, I ain't never hung out with this girl a day in my life. Even back in middle school when we were cool before, never did I ever go to her house. Put a finger down if you went to her house. I can't put a finger down, bitch. I was never at that bitch house. So she started wanting to hang out with me after school, stuff like that. So she would come over my house, and she would always come over my house, and she would be texting him and stuff like that, which I thought was so freaking weird. Like, girl, you texting my crush in my face. You really doing me like this? Why are you doing me like this? I felt like every time she came over my house, she really just wanted to come over so she could text him and rub it in my face. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I always tell y'all, if in my story times I sound like the problem, let me know that I'm the problem. But I promise y'all that I'm not. We start hanging out. She's coming over my house. Mind you, she's coming over my house, laying in the bed where I lay. Like, she's laying where I lay my head at night. Y'all, I should have slept like this. I should have slept with one eye open, because this girl is crazy. When I tell y'all she's crazy, she's crazy. Fast forward after, like, y'all, I'm going with this girl to her mom's little soccer games. Like, her mom played like women's kickball. It wasn't even soccer. It was like kickball at a park. I would go with her to those games. Like, I was going with her and hanging with her. And y'all, I genuinely started to like this girl. Like, I was like, you're a weirdo for that, but I like you. Like, she was... I can't even say that she was nice, but I don't know. Like, I just, in high school, y'all, I would have been friends with, a garden gnome. It did not matter. Like, in high school, it did not matter. I really would hang out with any person. It's not even funny. It's not even cute. It's really embarrassing. It's really a problem. But yeah, so I was starting to really get close with her and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you guys, she stopped talking to me again. We were friends, y'all, so I wanted to know, like, genuinely, what is your problem with me? Like, you keep, like, you did this once before. We were friends, and then you stopped talking to me once you started talking to that boy, and then you stopped talking to me. Like, what really is up? Like, I do not understand this. So she was playing like she didn't know what I was talking about. So I was just like, okay, girl, I guess. This is when stuff starts getting real messy and real icky and real weird. I was walking downstairs, and like the hallway, it was like behind, like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it. Chesa, is that even important? No, it's really not important. I was walking down the hallway one day, and Biz was walking down the hallway too. And I was like, oh Lord, y'all, this man is not about to walk by me right now. Like, I'm just gonna look away, because baby, if we lock eyes and we make eye contact, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because really, she wrong as hell for that. She wrong as hell for that, but I'm not gonna be messy. So I walked by him, y'all, and literally, why do I hear, hey? So I turn around and I'm like, oh, he must see Koala walking down from the other way, or he must have thought I was Koala. I don't know how he could think that, but he ain't talking to me, because he ain't ever spoke to me before, y'all. I walked past him in the hallway, but there was usually, you know, a mass of people walking as well. So it wasn't, you know, it wasn't an intimidating, tense situation. But this situation, it was just me and it was just him. It might have been like two people, you know, in the background or whatever, background characters. But this was a very much main character romantic scene. Like, we walked by each other, he called me back, like very much giving, I don't know, very much giving High School Musical. So I turned around and I was like, what's up? And he was like, you Koala's friend? And I was like, I really wanted to be like, about that, I don't really know what we are, but I was just like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, she told me that you had a little crush on me. Now, why would you do that? Why would you go for him and then tell him that I have a crush on him? Like, was you clowning me? Like, you know how are. There was no way she just nicely said, oh yeah, like, I like you, but before I liked you, my friend, she had a crush on you first. Like, there's no way she put herself on blast like that. So I'm sure, and just knowing the kind of that she was, because mind you, I hung around her and she would badmouth a lot of people, including her other friends. So that was red flag number one. He was like, yeah, I heard you had a crush on me, or she told me you had a crush on me. And I was just like, oh, she did? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, he said something like, you cute though. And I'm like, I know this man is not calling me cute. I know this man is not calling me cute, and he's talking to Koala. And he know I had a crush on me, and he know we friends. You real bold, biz. So I was like, I don't remember what I said. I probably said thank you, I'm not gonna lie. And then that was like the end of the conversation, because we were walking to a destination. You know, it's not that much time between classes. So I ended up seeing Koala, and I asked her, I said, girl, you told Biz that I had a crush on him? And she had like laughed about it, and she didn't even laugh it off in like a, oh yeah, like I was just playing, or like, or in a, oh yeah, I was just telling him, like, not in a bad way though. No, she was just like, yeah. And she laughed, and I was like, why? Like, why would you do that? you did that for what? She was just like, oh, why? I mean, I don't know, you did. So like, we was just talking about shit, and I just told him, and I was like, oh, okay, that's weird, but okay. She was trying to play with me, so I was just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna keep that information to myself then, because I could really tell you that your man, that should have been my man before he was your man, thought that I was cute, and maybe you would have some different facial expressions than this laugh that you got on your face. But if you want to laugh, bitch, I'm gonna have the last laugh. So one day we in math class, and y'all, it's getting towards the end of our 9th grade year, and the bitch is like, she's full blown ignoring me at this point. She's not talking to me no more. We used to like do little partner like work in math, or like we would be helping each other, and me and her would be with each other like doing it. She started doing that with my ex-bestie, my ex-best friend. That was weird as hell, and she didn't like her either. All of a sudden she became that girl bestie as soon as she stopped talking to me in the classroom. Like, that was her class bestie. She stopped talking to me. That day she had just been like whispering and cackling, like mumbling and cackling under her breath with my ex-bestie, and like I just heard her saying my name and shit like that. Like, she was trying to get under my skin. Like, I could tell she was saying my name to the point where she wanted me to know she's talking about me. Like, she was saying my name like this. Like, she was like, Chesa. Like, it was like she was trying to get a reaction out of me, y'all, and I should have gave her that reaction right in and there in the classroom, because y'all, looking back at high school, y'all, I was so wary of fighting in school. Like, first of all, my mother was not the type of mom that was like, if somebody puts their hands on you, defend yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying, as long as you don't start the fight, I'm not tripping on you. No, my mama told me, if you get in a fight at school for any reason, I don't care who hits you, I don't care what the you're gonna get in trouble when you get home. And y'all, my mama would take my phone like no other. So any bitch that wanted to fight me, I always let them know, you know where I stay at, because it was never no random bitch. Like, it would be bitches that knew where I stay, or like a bitch that rode my bus wouldn't like me, or, you know, just shit like that. So if anybody wanted to fight me, they could catch me outside. Nobody caught me outside. I basically just was like, what did you say, or something like that. She was like, she said something like that I was ear hustling her, can you get out my mouth, or something like that. Like, I don't know if they say that anywhere else, but she said something like, get out my mouth, like, why are you listening to my conversation, something like that. I started hearing Koala talking shit about me. I started hearing she's talking shit about my situation, my family situation, y'all, talking about my house, talking about how I live in a TP, talking about how my mama broke, all this stuff. Mind you, my mama wasn't broke. My mama wasn't broke. She was just a mother taking care of her 2 children without a man involved. Koala came from money. Koala had both her parents in her life. Koala lived in a giant ass house. Chesa didn't live in a giant ass house. Chesa used to live in a giant ass house with my old stepfather, and then I didn't live in a giant ass house no more. And Chesa's mother and Nana had to take care of her and her brother, and there's nothing wrong with that. That brings character. So y'all know what I did? Y'all want to know how Chesa got her lick back? Chesa got her lick back by hitting up Biz. She's still talking shit about me. She's dragging it. Like, she is dead dragging it. You would have thought that I would have already stole her man for her to be beefing with me the way she was beefing with me. You would have thought that I would have talked shit about her mama the way she was talking about mine. Mind you, this is what really pissed me off, because my mother is so nice. Literally, my mom didn't even like majority of the girls I brought home to hang out with, like the majority of the girls that met my mother. But my mom is a grown-ass woman, and she's not one of those messy women who's gonna be rude to a child or somebody else's child. My mom is just not like that. So she would either tell me a bitch cannot come over the house no more, or she just, you know, would be nice to them because she knows that that's somebody's kid. So I felt very disrespected, considering the fact that this girl really had the nerve to talk about my mother, who is, first of all, innocent to this situation. My mom ain't got nothing to do with it. And y'all remember telling my mama, I was like telling her that, like, what she was saying about her and saying about my house and stuff, telling her that I was gonna fight her. Like, I went to my mom. Mind you, my mom is not a strict mother, which was always confusing to me about why she was not gonna let me fight nobody. Like, I would think that my mom just wouldn't want me to fight at school, but she would be down for me to hook in the neighborhood. Like, if I was gonna get into it, I would have to get into it behind her back. Like, she was not that type of mom. I could tell her all day about the bitches I didn't like. I could cuss, all of that, but my mom did not want me to fight. So I remember telling my mom, texting her and telling her, like, Mom, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just gonna have to be in trouble because I'm finna beat this girl down. Like, she's really disrespecting you. Like, I don't, like, y'all know, like, you want to talk about mother.
Oh my God, you want to talk about mother. Oh, you want to talk about mother.
Like, you want to talk about, like, don't talk about my mama. We're not gonna talk about my nice ass mother who fed you and let you come over the house multiple times. That's not what we about to do. I would never talk about that girl mama. When I texted my mom that, my mom was like, Chesa, no, you don't need to do that. I don't care. She's talking about me. I don't care what she has to say about me. That's a child. You do not need to fight her. If you put your hands on her over that, you'll be the one that gets in trouble. She is going in on me like, Chesa, you shouldn't care about what people say. Like, I mean, that was a good lesson that, like, not everything deserves a reaction. But damn, ma, this bitch is talking about you. You're not gonna let me back you up? Like, are you crazy? I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get in trouble at home, if my mom's gonna take my phone away forever because I beat you down for talking about her, how else could I get my lick back? I'm gonna get my lick back by messing with Biz. So I had, Biz had already followed me on Instagram, y'all, like a minute ago. I don't know how he found it, probably through her, because when we was cool, she would be posting me and stuff, and she would be tagging me, and I'm sure that's how he followed me. So I ended up following him back, giving him a little notification. And ever since I followed him back, like, he would start talking to me in school, like in like the hallway and stuff. I don't know if they were still talking to each other because me and her were no longer friends. I'm not gonna act like the joke wasn't also on me when it comes to Biz. Like, both of us look stupid. Like, I should have never talked to him in the first place. She shouldn't have tried to talk to him in the first place. He was too old for us. But really, he shouldn't have talked to us because we were the ones in 9th grade. So me and Biz started texting. He started talking about how he could take me home from school, all this stuff. So he started taking me home from school, y'all. And he started talking to me. And at this time, I was telling him, like, I'm not gonna be talking to you if you're talking to Koala at the same time. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna do that with you. Mind you, guys, if this was a girl who I felt like I would become friends with again, I wouldn't have talked to him. Even if it was weird for her to talk to him in the first place, knowing that I liked him, I wouldn't have done that, because then it would have been awkward when me and her became back friends. But after she talked about my mother, that was the last straw for me. There was no rekindling this friendship at this point, because the shit that she said about my mother, you guys, if I said on this camera, I would get demonetized, because she was going in on my mother for no reason and saying all types of untrue shit. And I ended up telling him the situation that happened, that, like, basically I had liked him and I was planning on, you know, shooting my shot first, and that's why it bothered me when she told him that I had liked him, because she knew that from the jump. And he was just like, oh, that's weird as fuck. Like, yeah, she's crazy. She talked mad shit about you to me. Like, she would bring you up unprovoked. Like, he was telling me all this stuff, and he was repeating my business to me that she told him, like stuff that I told her in confidence. He was repeating stuff that she had said about my house and all of this stuff, like confirming all of this stuff. So I was just like, oh, she want to play dirty, that's cute. So I decided to Snapchat her, and I asked her if her and Biz were still talking. I said, I know me and you are not cool no more, but me and Biz are talking, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys aren't talking anymore. And y'all, of course, that was me just being funny. I had all these screenshots before, like from Snapchat, but I don't have it anymore. During the span of this whole situation, all Biz wanted to do was get in my pants. And the way I knew this is because me and him had hung out multiple times, and I never did nothing with him. I don't even think that we kissed more than one time. He had brought me to this like abandoned apartment where we was literally laying on the floor, like watching something, because there was like a TV. Well, it wasn't like it wasn't abandoned, it was like unfurnished. I don't remember whose apartment it was. It wasn't his though. And he was like smoking, and I didn't smoke at the time, and I still don't smoke now, but like he was smoking and offering me to smoke, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And like we was laying down, like just watching TV on the literal floor. And then he ended up like trying to touch me, and I wasn't going for it. And I mean, he didn't press it, like he didn't act like it was a big deal. But like soon after that, he ended up acting like we had to leave or whatever. Like every time that he tried to get, you know, freaky with me and it didn't go, soon after that the night would wrap up. Like we would stop hanging out, and like he never ended up getting in my pants. So he ended up going back to Koala. She was like, there's no way you're talking to Biz. Girl, get out my phone. Like just a bunch of rah-rah, like back and forth on Snapchat. I wish I had the screenshots. The only thing I have a screenshot of is when I pulled up on her, which is the next year. So basically, yeah, I'm talking to Biz. Biz ended up playing me, y'all. There was no, like, he snuck me in Dr. Mom's house, and I ended up telling her about this at school, and she was laughing. She was like, I'm glad my mother didn't see you, but she literally did. Like the funny part about it is I ended up meeting his grandma when he snuck me in the house. Like I saw her and I was like, hi, but I didn't see Dr. Mom there. And if Dr. Mom saw me there, she would have raised hell on her son, not on me. So when I got back to school, I ended up telling her, because like I said, I would go in her office like every day, because I was late to school like every single day. And I would tell her about Koala. She was laughing. She was saying that she would see him with her and she didn't like that. She didn't like that little girl. And he was just trying to get one thing and he never got it. So he ended up getting cut off by me, because while he wasn't getting nothing from me, I guess he started back talking to Koala at the same time as me. So I found out that he was talking to Koala again because I saw her in his phone. And I mean, I couldn't be that mad because he was talking to her first, but y'all know the situation. So I was just like, ugh, like, that's gross. So I ended up telling her, showing her all the screenshots of me and him like with each other, because I was making Snapchats with him and stuff like that. And she was getting mad as fuck. Like, she was mad as fuck. But I was like, you know what, you can keep him though, because I don't want him. He seems like he's too pressed for, you know, he's too pressed for the hoo-ha. You can keep him, you can give him that, because he ain't gonna get it from me type shit. So the next following year, you guys, I had met my friend Ella. If you guys seen the roommate horror story that I made, Ella was one of the girls in that story. That's my friend that we're still friends to this day. In 11th grade, I was blessed to have Koala in 2 of my classes, English 3rd period and History 7th period. I also had Ella in 7th period and 3rd period with me. So in this English class, Koala would just be weird. She would make little comments. We would make comments back to each other. We would get into many arguments in class, but it was never nothing deep, because at this point I forgot all about what's his name, about Biz, because he had already graduated at this point. Y'all, I'm wrong as because in 9th grade he was in 11th grade, and then once we went to 10th grade, that's when he graduated. Me and her would get in these little arguments, and Ella would kind of just mind her business, because it never got too rowdy. Like, it never got to a point where she like really disrespected me, like, or said something crazy. It would just be more like being funny towards each other on some little catty shit. So one day we was in 7th period, or I was in 7th period with Koala. I don't remember why Ella wasn't there, but I remember that she wasn't at school and I was in there by myself. And I didn't see Koala in 3rd period that day. So I was in 3rd period by myself and Koala wasn't there, Ella wasn't there. But come 7th period, I guess maybe Koala got to school late, but we was doing our little weird going back and forth in 7th period, and she made a comment that really triggered me. What you gonna do now that that little boy's not here, or something like that. And I said to her, I was like, what little boy? And she was like, your little friend. And I realized it clicked that she was talking about Ella. And I was like, little boy? And she was like, yeah, that little bald ass little boy. Mind y'all, Ella isn't bald. Ella is a natural queen. She got a fro. She is not bald. That's number 1. Number 2, why are you talking about Ella when Ella not here? So I looked at her and I said, what you not gonna do is talk about Ella when she's not here. And she was like, I'll say it when she get back to school. And I was like, okay, bitch, say it when she gets back to school. And of course, this was me. I told Ella what the bitch said, and I said, do you want me to handle it now? And she said, no, I'm gonna be at school tomorrow. So she gets to school tomorrow. Ella ends up telling me that sometime during their exchange in like going to their classes or whatever, like their little route to class, they pass each other and Koala goes, what are you looking at? To Ella. And Ella goes, you? And then Koala just keeps walking. So I'm like, okay, she's trying to get rowdy with you when I'm not around, and she's trying to get rowdy with me when you're not around. So we gonna see what she gonna do when we together in 7th period. Me and Ella purposely wait towards the end of the class to see if she's gonna say something first. She's not making her little comments that she be making. She's not saying nothing about the, you know, the comment that she made when Ella wasn't there. She didn't say the comment again. She didn't do none of that. Mind you, Ella was such a sweet, well, she's still sweet, but she, in school, she did not bother nobody. Nobody had beef with her, nothing like that. She was more on the quiet side. She was not a bitch you was finna get into some beef with. So if Ella got beef with you, I know I'm not wrong. If Ella don't like you, I know I'm not wrong. So towards the end of 7th period that day, I said, so you gonna say it or not? And I said that shit random as fuck. Like, I did not say nothing to her before that. I literally just turned to her and said, so you gonna say it or not? And she just like, bitch, you always, like, she just started going off. Like, I don't remember what she said. It was just a lot of, she just said some shit. And I was just like, okay. So I walk away. Why does this girl get up? This is me walking away. This is Ella walking away. We're walking out of the class. Here come Koala walking up, and she's like, Chesa, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? This is me. Yes. She's like, do you want to fight? Yes. This is her. So hit me. So hit me. Since you want to fight, hit me. And I'm like, you just said, do I want to fight? You're asking me, do I want to fight? And you're going to tell me to hit you first? And she was like, do you want to fight? And she was like, if you want to fight, hit me. And I was like, Koala, we can fight after school. School is over. What are you trying to do? Do you want to take it outside? what do you want to do? We can do one of two things. You can hit me right now and we can fight right now, or we can fight after school and we can go somewhere and we can get this done. We can get down. If you want to get down, we can get down.
You trying to get down, or you just trying to run your mouth?
You the one that came in here.
You got a problem? You just trying to run your mouth?
If you got a problem, then
you
what's
trying to
up?
get down, or you just trying to run your mouth? Oh, you just trying to run your mouth.
So she's just like, oh, okay, you don't want to fight. If you wanted to fight, you would hit me. So I said, Koala, I'm gonna pull up on you. And she was like, okay, pull up on me, pull up on me. So y'all, I was with Ella, of course, and I was like, Koala, what you trying to do? And mind you, we wasn't planning on jumping her or nothing, but it ended up working out because Koala told us that she had bitches over there. Like, she was over there with her friends. And she was like, so if you want to come, you can bring friends or whatever. I had told her I wanted to fight. And I was like, what's up? Like, what you trying to do or whatever? Me and her get to arguing, like, before the actual, like pulling up happens. We're getting into it. She's talking about how I have on Michael Kors sandals, y'all. I had these Michael Kors sandals. I was in love with them, y'all. I wore them every day with my jeans. I ain't even gonna lie. But this girl was wearing regular shit too. Like, I mean, now none of that shit matters. I would rock some Michael Kors now. I don't care. I would go to Rainbow. I don't care. But at the time, y'all know how Rainbow was, you know, frowned upon. The girlies would talk shit about Rainbow. So while she was talking shit about my Michael Kors, I was like, girl, you talking about my Michael Kors when you got on Rainbow. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm gonna insert it here.
Hey y'all, editing Chesa here, Chesa from the future. I look crazy, but I just wanted to say, just in case y'all get confused, first of all, this whole message is corny. For some reason, I didn't have her message from, like, I was just screenshotting what I was saying, because when I was screenshotting this, this was like the actual screenshots. This is not like on my phone currently. So these are the old screenshots. I didn't care what she was saying. I just wanted to get what I was saying at the time. So sorry about that. But y'all, I used to think I was gonna be a nurse. I wanted to be a nurse back then. What I'm saying is corny, but this is high school, okay? Not too much. Not too fucking much.
Just mind you, this was high school. This is not how I talk now. But I'm gonna put it here. And any screenshots that I have between me and her, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. So I'm just like, girl, what is you talking about? So she ends up telling me to pull up, and she said that she had a friend over there. She said that she had like 3 friends over there, so if I wanted to bring people, I could bring people, but that there's no jumping. And I was just like, okay. Mind y'all, I didn't need to bring 2 more people. I would just bring me and Ella, because me and Ella both got hands, and that's number 1. Like, and she said there's no jumping. I didn't know if she was for real, but in case somebody was trying to jump me, Ella was gonna be there, and I wasn't planning on jumping her. I wanted my one with her, and that was it. I'm putting Vaseline on my arms. I took off my earrings. I bit off my nails. I pulled my hair back. I put my hoodie on, tied that shit, all that shit. We're pulling up on this girl, and we get to her house. So I text her and I said I'm outside. She leaves me on red. So I'm like, oh, she's probably getting her stuff together. She's probably putting on her clothes. She's probably, you know, tying up her hair, putting the Vaseline on. Whatever her prep is, that's what she's doing. She's doing her little fight routine. So I'm gonna give her some time. You know, it ain't no pressure. Like, it's fine. So I'm just waiting in the car. And she asked me, she had texted me, and she was like, are you here with, who are you here with? And I said, I'm just here with Ella. And I was like, if you're not here with your friends no more, I can be the only one, like, to get out the car. It could just be me and you. And y'all, I'm texting all civil. I'm like, it could be just me and you. I'm not here to jump you. I just want my lick. Like, I just want my one. And she's just like, okay, bitch. Okay, bitch. And then she texts me and she says, I'm not there right now. Y'all, why me and Ella pull forward to the top? Like, the way that the neighborhood was set up is, this was like, if you drive on the street, the left is to her block and like her cul-de-sac or whatever. Her house is like one of the first ones on the cul-de-sac, and if you pull up to the stop sign, like towards where you exit her neighborhood, you like, she probably wouldn't be able to see my car from like her window or whatever. So I had pulled up towards the stop sign, like acted like we left or whatever. And why the mail truck, y'all, the way that this worked out was so funny, because me and Ella still talk about this to this day. Why the mail truck come up to her house and bring a package to the door, and Koala opened the door and grabs the package? And before y'all say, oh, it was probably her mother, it was probably her, no. It was her. We saw her full-fledged face like peek out the door and grab the package and then close the door back. And she was like peeking out her window and all of that shit. She did not come outside. So I have 2 theories. Either the didn't really want to fight me and didn't think I was really going to pull up, because a lot of bitches in high school thought that I was scary because of the fact that I didn't want to fight in school, because of the fact that my mama would never let me live that shit down. My other theory is that she wanted to jump me, and she did have a plan to have a bunch of bitches there, and she was just lying about not jumping me. And when I was there with Ella and she realized her bitches wasn't there to defend her or to jump me, she didn't want to come outside. So I ended up sending her a picture of her house. I was like, come outside. I was saying, come outside. I just saw you peek out the door. Come outside. I'm sending her all of this. Why is her response to me, okay, Chesa, when I see you, I'm gonna beat your ass. I don't care where it's at. It's on site. Girl, you're at home. I'm here. Like, I'm here. What do you mean? Next time I see you, what do you mean? You're at home. I just saw you. What do you mean? And I was just like, okay, bitch. And me and Ella had been sitting outside her house for like 20 minutes at this point. I was like, yeah, this bitch isn't coming outside. We had pulled off, and I told her, I said, girl, you're funny. I was just here, but when you do see me, I really hope that you really beat my ass, because I'm really gonna make a mockery out of these messages. Because, girl, I was outside your crib. Mind y'all, I was posting on Snapchat a video of her house. Like, I was like, y'all, I'm outside this bitch house. Look, look, look. And people was sliding up saying, you need to be careful because, you know, that bitch is 12. Like that girl is 12 as fuck. Like, she will call the police. She's a police ass bitch. Don't go. That's a police ass bitch. Which I don't know if that's true or not, but people was sliding up laughing saying, oh, you better leave. She a police ass bitch. Y'all, this girl ain't never come outside. Now, to get to why I decided to tell this story now is because when I had first popped off on TikTok with the loyalty test stuff, this one girl who I might do a story time about her, because, well, not about her, really about the dude, because I ended up dating this football player at my school, and I was an underclassman at the time too. He was also a senior, and he ended up cheating on me with this other girl that was in his class. And he ended up lying to her, pretty much saying that that I was trying to talk to him at the same time as her, even though I was messing with him first. And she never liked me after that, even with me sending her proof that he had messed with me first and like was lying to me about her and all of that. She still didn't like me. She was like, I don't care, I'm with him now, so you better stop trying to talk to him. Which I wasn't trying to talk to him, y'all. Literally, the boy was on the bus. Like, that's how we started talking. He was on the bus still trying to fuck with me, and I was literally trying to tell her, like, this, I don't want this goofy ass nigga. He was a cornball, y'all. Literally a cornball. But anyways, that girl made a tweet about me when I popped off on TikTok and was like, it's funny how she's catching cheaters because she definitely always liked talking to people's mans. Huh? Your man was talking to me and you at the same time, and you were the one that he cheated on me with, not the other way around. What are you talking about, girl? And I said that. I had quoted her tweet, and I was like, funny because I showed you multiple times proof that he ended up cheating on me with you, and you're still going out your way to tweet about me. That must have really hurt your feelings, like, that he was lying to you like that. And she ended up deleting the tweets or whatever because she felt stupid as fuck. But Koala was in like the thread. There was like 2 goofballs. There was 2 goofies in the comments. Like, it wasn't no viral tweet. It wasn't like the whole school was up under that shit. It was literally just the girl, like 2 of her friends, and then Koala was up under the comments laughing. So I had made a tweet and I was like, a lot of y'all be burning in y'all pants but want to be making jokes about me. And the reason I said that, the reason I named her Koala, is because there was a rumor, I don't know if it's true to this day, but a lot of people were saying it, and even this girl had admitted to getting it from her. So I don't know, I don't even know if that's possible for a girl to give a girl a disease. I'm pretty sure it is though. But yeah, I ended up finding out that Biz had given Koala the koala bear disease, and then Koala had ended up giving this girl the same disease. And like that girl, I remember that girl saying that was true. So it was a curable disease, so hopefully she don't still have it now. But I was like, yeah, a girl will be burning in the pants and still be worried about me. You need to worry about the disease that you had. And she deleted her tweet as well, and that was the end of it. Like, y'all, I'm so beside this whole situation. I'm so beyond this whole situation. She was just a weirdo. I don't got nothing to say about that. I don't know what she's doing in life. I don't know nothing about what she got going on. I don't care to know. I'm 21 years old, yeah. I'm 21 years old now. I don't care nothing about this situation no more. Like I said, if some drama comes out of this, I kept everybody's name anonymous, so I don't know why. Like, all you would be doing is confirming all of this stuff about you, and that would be sad. because that would mean that you know that this is true. And if you know that this is about you, it's because I'm telling all of the truth. I'm above it. So you should have came outside when I was there. And that's just that on that, y'all. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. It was all over the place. I really wanted to do the story time with Ella, but she's been very busy and I needed to get a story time out for you guys. So I hope it wasn't too all over the place, but I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Comment other videos that you guys want to see from me. Turn on the post notification bell so you never miss when I post a video. Follow me on all my social medias that are in the link tree in the description box below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!